really been 30 years since this movie blew the socks off of everyone's minds? Oh, you bet your rear, pal. These DVDs may have aged a bit, but that doesn't stop the first film from being one of the greatest movies of all time. And I am really thankful that this film has not been remade. And I bet you're wondering why that's the case. There are so many reasons why this movie cannot be made, and to name a few for starters. 1. The special effects still hold up. And 2. There is no other modern day actor who can top the timeless performances that Christopher Lloyd and Michael J. Fox gave in this film. Come on, who do you think out there can touch such great lines as 1.21 gigawatts? And he's a peeping Tom. No, seriously, I can't see anybody else in Hollywood trying to pull that off. Now let's look at the story in case you don't know it. Marty McFly is a regular high school musician. Marty is trying to impress his girlfriend Jennifer, played by Claudia Wells, while putting up with the harshness of Principal Strickland, played by James Tolkien. But one day, Marty receives a call from his good friend, the great scientist, Dr. Emmett L. Brown, played by the great Christopher Lloyd. He's telling Marty that he's working on a great scientific experiment when Marty doesn't even realize that he's late for school. Later on, after school is out, Marty heads home, and here is where we are introduced to two other important characters in this movie. The father, George McFly, played by Crispin Glover, and the huge bully whom I just love to hate, Biff Tannen, played by Thomas F. Wilson. What are you looking at, butthead? Everything that this bully does in this movie is just priceless. Right off the bat, everyone can tell that this guy is a big coward and just uses his appearance to intimidate people. And that is what I like about Biff. And as for George McFly, he just represents the kind of father whom you just wouldn't want to introduce your girlfriend to. I'm serious, you could just tell him the lamest joke and he would be like, And we have the mom, Lorraine, played by Leah Thompson, who is a big alcoholic while trying to be a good mom at the same time. And we have Marty's brother and sister, Dave and Linda, but they don't have that much focus in this movie. Later that night, Marty is laying in bed when suddenly he receives a phone call from Doc. He wants Marty to meet him at the Twin Pines Mall and to bring his old school JVC camcorder with him. And here is where we are introduced to one of the greatest inventions and original designs ever put on film. The time machine, which is completely built out of a DeLorean by Dr. Brown. Here is where we are also introduced to Dr. Brown's dog, Einstein. And I'll try not to spoil this as best as I can. Marty finds himself unexpectedly zapped back to the time when his parents were in high school. The setting for the 1950s in this film is really well crafted. The creators even said that the design of this place reminds them of the environment that they grew up in. To be more precise, if you made this movie back in 1985. Now, when people first saw this back at that time, they didn't quite get it either. They were just as confused as our main protagonist, Marty. Unexpectedly, though, Marty comes across his father, George McFly. And as soon as his father's name is mentioned, hello, anybody home? Huh? Think, McFly, think. Everybody checks in and finally thinks, oh, now I get it. That is a great sign when you finally grab the attention of your audience. And I have to mention one of Biff's friends. The man was played by Billy Zane, and most people remember him as Calvin Hockley from the Best Picture-winning film, Titanic. Back to the Future is the first film that I've ever seen him in. So for the rest of the story, Marty doesn't even realize that he cannot mess around with certain events or it will affect the way the space-time continuum goes. Which is why he also comes across his mother, Lorraine, and things do not look that good. He finds a younger version of Doc Brown in which he needs his help to get back to his own time. And the way that Doc reacts to Marty in 1955 is the same way that anybody would react to somebody who told them that they were from the future. Man, you are crazy. Both of them set up plans to try and fix the future, and from there the rest of the story is history. And anybody who goes to Universal Studios who gets a tour of the back lot can see that the original set is still there. Great storyline, memorable characters, a timeless feel. I just don't know what else to say about it. The verdict for Back to the Future is a 10 out of 10. I'm telling you people, out of all the time travel films I've seen, nothing comes close to this one. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Tell me what you think of this film down in the comment section below. And I will catch you all on the flip side.